care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Пустил воришку.
It's locked, all right.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
О, Румыния. Ну, это вообще, походу, все оттуда пришло. Я даже не удивлюсь, если в итоге окажется так. Насколько мне известно, в Румынии же вот вся эта нечисть там и лютует. От вампиров до всяких там непонятных духов. Посмотрим.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Tell me everything you know.
I do not...
Do you have any...
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but... Thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye.
Так, ну что, наверное, не то чтобы, наверное, а я знаю, что это один из ключевых квестов в этом районе. Возможно, даже и ключевой самый. Надо побегать, все тут поделать, полечить людей, а потом вернуться. Так, мое убежище где-то здесь, вот здесь. Переутомление парочку, простуда одну. Что мы имеем? Мы имеем, у нас нам надо, так, переутомление раз, переутомление 2, восстановление. От мигрени нет восстановления. От бронхита простуда, бронхит и переутомление 2 штуки, да? Ну, вроде все правильно я там высчитал. Простуда, так, это нет. Простуда есть у меня, от простуды. От бронхита, по-моему. Так, переутомление. От мигрени нету. 2 человек осталось найти. Ладно. Надо оружие, наверное, улучшить. Не хватает. Так, что у нас получилось? Старый 23, оглушение здесь 18, 10. Наверное, вот это лучше. А, здесь мы были. Неинтересно. Ну, здесь мы были. Так, ну вот здесь где-то должно быть... Здесь я уже был, но почему-то этого не находил. Так. Так, и здесь я был.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Ух ты. Чуть-чуть другой район, туда мы пока не пойдем. А где вот эти двое людей, которых я не могу найти, интересно?
It's locked, all right. Good evening. You don't...
А, у меня нету.
A gun, alcohol.
Нету, мигрень.
Cordial can be the answer to all your problems, as long as you have the money.
This district seems to get uglier every year. Who distributes flowers at this hour of night?
Ага, здесь я тоже был. О, здесь я не был.
Lewis thought...
Мне нелегко говорить это, но я буду откровенно. Дальше так продолжаться не может. По крайней мере, я так больше не могу. Если Джо про нас узнает, что мы его жена и лучший друг, это его убьет. А потом он убьет тебя. Нам было хорошо вместе, но давай на чистоту. Я никогда не стану Джейн Льюис. Ты это знаешь, и я тоже. Поэтому я разрываю наши отношения прямо здесь и сейчас. Если ты согласен, то когда-нибудь мы наверняка снова сможем быть счастливы, ты, Джо и я. И только мы сохраним самую важную часть вашей истории. А пока я надеюсь, что ты простишь меня. Всего тебе хорошего.
A love letter from Joe Peterson. His wife, addressed to Barrett Lewis. Who should I give it to, I wonder?
Кому? Кому его отдать? Вопрос, быть или не быть. Да, очень интересная задача. Кому его отдать?
I'm cheap and I'm clean.
Жалко, что никто не смотрит. Вот посоветоваться, кто как считает. Ого. Что здесь происходит?
You still want more from Christina?
When we spent the night together, my wallet went missing.
Are you calling me a thief? I don't have your stupid wallet.
I know you. You're a nice girl. Can't we solve this amicably?
No, I don't think so. And if you think you know me just because we shared the bed together, you're just a lousy and arrogant journalist.
It's locked.
А как туда попасть? Я думал, это...
Speak English. How am I supposed to interview them?
Я думал, это мне сейчас откроется дверка. Так, давайте-ка вылечим ее пока. И его, да?
Supposed to interview. Good.
Tell me, Clayton, do you really think this young woman stole your wallet?
Christina. Yes, I recently met her. A nice girl, despite her questionable conduct.
How exactly?
During my investigation, I offered my hotel room to her to rest and get away from the street.
And what happened?
The next morning, my wallet and my watch had disappeared. I suppose that's what you get for being a good Samaritan.
If you are going to sleep with
I can't really be mad at her, though. She's just trying to survive. She doesn't have many options.
Was it wise to become so intimate with a woman you were supposed to interview, Clayton?
Maybe it was. But I have learned to look for the inner truth and beauty in people.
You're right. I know little of your situation. What can you tell me about Christina?
She is very sensitive. So nostalgic about her country. I saw her cry once because she'd lost a precious souvenir from her homeland.
What was it?
A scarf her brother gave her before she came to England.
Why are you so concerned? You seem to have something on your mind, Mr. Darby.
That we could make peace if I could find it and give it back to her. But I'm afraid she lost the scarf somewhere during her night shift.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
Не-не-не-не-не, лекарство.
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice.
Good.
Так, кому надо еще? Кристине надо было лекарство.
Good evening.
Shane,
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck.
Did you steal Clayton Darby's wallet? Tell me the truth, Christina.
Of course I stole it. But I never thought he would come back to look for it.
Why did you do it? He seems to trust you.
For a time I thought he was different from other men. In the end, he just wanted to sleep with me. Same as the others.
Perhaps Clayton is different. Maybe you two should talk. A conversation couldn't hurt.
I know what I am and what people call me. I sleep with men for money. If I can accept that, why can't he? No. My future is with the ones I love, not with Clayton Darby.
The ones you love. The money you stole is not for you, then?
My brother is still in our hometown in Romania. I am the only one who can buy him a ticket to England.
Tell me, Christina, is it worth risking your health and your life for your brother's safety?
He's the only family I have left. I had to leave Romania without him. I can't be happy until he is near me again.
Does your brother know what you do?
Don't be simple, of course not. And he must never know. Everything will be different once he is here with me.
I understand your concern. I spent many months away from my family when I served on the front line in France.
Every time I write to him, I fear I won't receive an answer. It kills me to know he is still there.
England is perhaps not the best place in the world to live at the present time. Are you certain it's worth the sacrifice?
You think you know it all because you fought in the war. But my brother is no soldier.
I know. We all understand the risks to soldiers, but we don't necessarily recognize the civilian casualties caused by these conflicts.
Yes, wars are decided by rich men who will never take the risk of being shot, raped, or maimed.
Goodbye, men.
Лекарство, лекарство.
Good evening, Chris.
Shit.
Do you need any...
It...
Good...
Так, у меня от мигрени нет, этот восстанавливается от бронхита. Есть у меня, да, по-моему? А, нет, от бронхита тоже нет. От простуды есть. А где он, Бенджамин Палмер? А, все, я понял. От мигрени у меня нет лекарства. Простуда есть. Есть. На верхнем ряду все вылечены. Здесь осталось от мигрени, восстанавливается от простуды. А, вот поэтому надо дать. Что произошло?
Good evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Очень интересно было.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Нет.
And good evening.
Do you need medical...
It may...
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Так, ну что у нас тут получается? Эти все восстанавливаются. Здесь у меня только мигрень не восстанавливается. И бронхит остался, да? Мигрень и бронхит. Ну сейчас бронхит мы вылечим. Так, а как открыть последнюю Так, что у него? Нет, не сюда.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Maybe it's time to see if this Christina...
Так, что у нас тут с бойцом? Есть что-нибудь интересное?
Goodbye, young man.
I'll not die in some piss stinking alley reeking worse than a week old laffy.
A gun? Good evening, Bench.
Блин.
You don't seem...
От мигрени. От мигрени нету. Так. Бронхит, а где он находится? Все, вспомнил. Мы сейчас к нему пойдем, от мигрени нету. Так. Джо Питерсон, либо Барретт Льюис. Вот кому отдать коробочку-то? Мужу или любовнику?
Not me.
Good.
I'd like...
А что там?
I'd like to...
Its effectiveness has been proven by many.
People are talking about this Colossus. Perhaps I should look into it.
Don't be afraid. Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Блин, я считаю, что не имею права выдавать их. Тем более он как бы...
Should never have taken up my father's business.
Джо... Хорошо вроде относится к своей супруге. А где она, я не знаю. Поэтому давай, наверное, так.
Fancy bar, please. I don't have your money. Come on, Barrett. You pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this
Если я ему, тем более они некогда были друзьями, если я ему отдам, они поссорятся вообще.
Let's have a look. Yeah, this is mine. So, you faced those loons that...
I suppose...
Luck is a commodity round here. Yours should be properly rewarded.
about this package. It's not just tools and trinkets, is it?
Don't want to be rude or anything after your kind gesture, but it's none of your business.
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. And these days, he's just another thug.
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. And these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
It's never easy to find a new path in life, especially after the loss of a loved one. But crime is certainly not the best option.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile, not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
But despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
Barrett, you had an affair with Joe's wife, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. She's the only woman I loved. My first regret is that she stayed with Joe after Harry was born. The second is I never shed a tear when she died.
Do you mean you're Harry's father?
No one will ever know for sure. And it's better that way. And I don't believe I'd have been all that bad as a dad.
Did you ever try talking to Joe?
Never. But I suspected he knew everything, even without knowing it. And he decided to make me pay in his own way.
Goodbye.
Fancy buying something?
You never... Good... You? Goodbye, Mr. Pete.
Блин, ну как так-то, а? А если поискать вот этого? Тоже в той части. Разница только с тем, что... Да елки-палки, привычка. С тем, что в разных чуть-чуть районах. Значит, давай с этого. Я не хочу тебя убивать, живи, дурак. Что? Ладно, сами напросились. Святой крови.
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news. Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
О, как?
This is despicable.
Ну все, продолжим позже.